Good evening. Pope Francis died today at age 88, one day after giving the Easter blessing at St. Peter's Square. The pontiff had been in the hospital going back to February with serious health issues.
Tonight, the world is remembering the man who was known for his humility and the love of the poor. We talked to the bishop of the Wichita Catholic Diocese, Bishop Kemme, who met the Pope 3 different times since his appointment. He says the Holy Father left a lasting impression on him. Inside the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception sits a picture of Pope Francis near the altar. Bishop Kemme prays for the man who appointed him the leader of the Catholic Diocese of Wichita 11 years ago.
His warmth, his smile, his affability, everything was just very, very, very powerful for me.
The Vatican announced Pope Francis died Monday morning after a long health battle. Kemme carries the rosary the Pope gave him, and today he'll use it to pray for Francis.
It's a memento gift, and it has his coat of arms. It's a very dear possession of mine.
Pope Francis surprised the world on Easter Sunday by giving a blessing at St. Peter's Square. He then drove through the crowds in the Pope-mobile one final time.
It's a beautiful blessing that's what he blessed the world and the city of Rome with, his very last message, his last blessing. And then hours later, he would pass into eternity. So pretty amazing.
Kemme says the Pope will be remembered for his humility, his dedication to the poor, and his ability to connect with everyone he met.
What I remember most is him looking his eyes directly at me. He wasn't looking away from me or over me or beyond me. He was really looking at my eyes. He was really looking at me. And so I felt like I was the only person that mattered to him in that moment. That left a lasting impression upon me, and I try to do that myself.
Pope Francis was hospitalized for just over 5 weeks beginning in February to address what the Vatican initially said was a respiratory tract infection. 4 days later, the Vatican announced doctors diagnosed Francis with pneumonia. Bishop Kemme says while the Pope's death didn't come as a surprise because of his health issues, it's still sad and he'll be missed. But he says his death was prophetic, giving him one last chance to say goodbye.
I think that's just really providential that the Lord would call him into eternity, just having celebrated Easter Sunday, the resurrection of the Lord. That was his hope and what he lived for, how he served, and that he is our conviction, our confidence that he really sees the risen Lord now.
Bishop Kemme says he'll announce plans for several special masses to be held to pray for the Pope in the coming days once he learns more details about the pontiff's funeral.